Hey everyone, my name is Christy and I am so excited to do this video because I am back for the second year to help co-host the Back to Hogwarts Readathon, and it is hosted by Cheryl from the Candlewick Library, and also I'm co-hosting with Alma from Alma's Book Journey and Lucy from the Lucy Chronicles. And these girls are my very good friends, and I'm just so excited to be able to share in the Harry Potter world and all the fun. And there's a new TV show coming out soon, so that's exciting. There's just so much to talk about. So this video is an announcement video with all the prompts. They are a little bit different this year, which is so exciting. I really love all the changes. It's gonna be, so I'm gonna let you know what the prompts are. I'm also going to give you my TBR pile of possibilities. So I'll let you in on a little secret. This entire year, I have been completely mood reading, and it has been my favorite reading year thus far. And so in order to do that and still participate in the readathon, I have to have a lot of books to be able to choose from. So there's a lot of books sitting next to me right now. And so I'm hoping that way it will give me just lots of wiggle room to pick a book I really want to read right at that moment. And if I find one all of a sudden that sparks my eye, then hopefully it will fit into one of these prompts, because thank you, Cheryl, there are a lot of prompts. So let's get into it. So the way that these prompts are a little bit different this year is that it's kind of like taking classes at Hogwarts. And if you really want to be an overachiever, you can be like Hermione and like do the time turner thing. I don't know if I'll do that many, but I'm certainly gonna try. And the first class is astronomy, sci-fi, a book about space or stars on the cover or in the title. So for my TBR, I have a book called Fateborn. This book has been on my TBR for a really long time. It's the first in a series, and all I know about it is that it's sci-fi. And so maybe I'll get to that one. Next one I have is Scarlet, which is the second one in the series for the Lunar Chronicles. I started this, oh gosh, like a year and a half ago. I read the first one and I just never picked up the next one. So here's my chance. Maybe I'll want to read this one this month. The next one I have is called The Last Murder at the End of the World. This just sounds really intriguing, and from the description, it sounds a little bit sci-fi. I don't know a whole lot about it, only that it came highly recommended from a few people. So I've been really into mysteries, murder mysteries this whole summer, so maybe I'll want to read this one. Next prompt is charms, a charming character or a cover that charmed you. So for this one, I have a book that I want to buy for my birthday, which is coming up the end of August, and it's called Rapunzel's Gambit, and it's by one of my favorite authors, Mary Meekum. And I want to offer a formal apology to Miss Mary because for the last like 12 videos, I've been saying her name very wrong. And then finally she made a video saying like, actually, this is how you say my name, everybody. Mary Meekum. There you go. So this cover I think is just beautiful, and I've heard the inside is beautiful as well. It's a great story, so I really want to read that one. And I also have 100 Days of Sunlight, which will be a reread for me. I'm choosing it for a special buddy read that I'm doing with a couple of other booktubers, so I'm really excited to read this one as well, and maybe like annotate it and underline it a little bit. So that's gonna be fun. Another book that the cover really charmed me is called Dust by Kara Swanson, and this was gifted to me by Reese from the Writing Songbird, so I'm really excited to possibly dive into this one. I've been really into pirates this summer too, so like this kind of seems like it's right up my alley right now. Next is Spectres in the Glass House. Y'all know I love plants. Hoping to do another plant video soon, but this is just gorgeous. I love it so much, and I've heard it's very ghosty and spooky and perfect for the fall season, so yeah, maybe I'll try that one as well. Defense Against the Dark Arts class, training for war, good versus evil, or spiritual warfare. And for this one, I have a book that's on my bookshelf upstairs right now, and I just don't want to go get it. It's called Dune. I have book 1 and 2. I don't know really anything about it, just that it's fantasy, it's YA. It sounds like it's a lot of fun, so we'll see if I get to that one. Truth Cursed by Angie Dickinson. And I've heard really good things about this one, was able to pick it up at my library, so this one sounds really interesting as well. Herbology, plants on the cover or in the title. I have a book called Wicked Plants, and it says the weed that killed Lincoln's mother and other botanical atrocities, and it's just like all about these stories about plants that like killed people and or like are poisonous. And I've read some snippets of it, but I would really like to truly dive into it a little bit more. So Wicked Plants. And also Spectres in the Glass House, I already showed this one, has plants all over it, so that would fit for that one as well. I feel like you can really get away with plants on the cover because like I also have this book, Tress of the Emerald Sea, and it's literally got like these little plants on the cover, so I feel like that one's gonna be super easy for me to find something. I don't know, here's another book that's a possibility. I feel like this one fits a lot of different prompts, so we'll see where that one ends up if I end up reading it. History of Magic, a historical fiction. Okay, so I have a lot of different historical fiction books here. I went to a used bookstore recently and I found this beautiful series, which is really hard to find. Like it's not at the library or anything, and it's a Gilbert Morris series about the Revolutionary War, which is one of my buzzwords. I love that time period in history. So I was really, really excited to find this series, and I really want to jump into that one as well. I have Lakeshire Park, which is a Regency that came highly recommended by lots of people. I have Freedom's Ring, which is another book about the American Revolution. I just love that time period. I have, let's see what else I have for historical. Freedom's Light, another American Revolution story. A Refuge Assured, another American Revolution story. A Code Named Verity, which is about World War II, I believe. Yeah, World War II. The Sound of Light by Sarah Sundin, and The Warsaw Sisters by Amanda Barrett. So these are 2 World War II books. So I feel like those are my top 2 favorite time periods to read about World War II or the American Revolution. I do also enjoy reading about the Civil War, but I feel like it's been harder for me to find books in that time period. I mean, I know they exist, but like to find like really good ones, I don't know. Potions, a collection of essays, poems, or short stories. So there is an anthology that is coming out from some of my favorite fairy tale authors like Leila Humphreys and I think Sarah Baran and Abigail Manning maybe. They are putting together like a Halloween ghosty themed type short story collection, and it's called The Haunted Brew, and it comes out at the end of August. I'm so excited, so it's perfect in time for this readathon. I really want to read that. So that's the only one I have for that prompt, but I guess technically the Wicked Plants one would also fit that too, because there's like a bunch of short stories in here about things. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm really excited about that Haunted Brew short story collection. It just sounds like fun. Transfiguration, a transformation takes place or a book in translation, so I'm assuming that's like a book that's been translated from another language. So for this one, the only possibility I have right now is an actual Harry Potter book, because I want to reread Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I'm hoping to do a buddy read with Alma and Lucy this year, so that should be a lot of fun. And I'm actually hoping to possibly read the third one as well in the month of September. So though I feel like the Harry Potter books could kind of fill in for other prompts that I can't really fulfill very easily, so we'll see. Ancient Runes, a book with a mystery or a puzzle to solve. So for this one, I have The Number of Love by Rosanna M. White. She's a code breaker for World War II, so this could also go for the historical fiction. There's also a mystery series, 2 different mystery series I've kind of been working on. One is, it takes place in Christmas River. I cannot remember the name of the next book I'm on, so I'll just put it up right here, but this is another book that I'm interested in reading for this one as well. I'm also working on the Library Lighthouse mystery series, which takes place in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and it's just so cozy and it's so fun, and I really love all the characters. And I just finished the Halloween one for this series, so I'm a little ahead of the time frame, but I'm really excited to dive into the next one, so that's another possibility. Also, last month I read Vanished by Irene Hannon. That book was so good. You guys, so good. If you're looking for a really good romantic suspense, it was amazing. I thought the romance was just right, and the mystery was really good and intriguing. And wow, like the ending was like, whoa. But I really want to read the next one in the series for that one, so that's another mystery that I could dive into as well. There's definitely a couple. Oh, I've got another book here. Yeah, so an actual physical book. Secrets of Shakespeare's Grave, which is a middle grade mystery. Sounds really intriguing, perfect for the fall, like moving into that like Halloween time, just a lot of fun. I love spooky middle grades because they're not too scary. They'll push it a little bit, but then they know how to dial it back. Arithmancy, part of a series or a number in the title. So for this one, I have obviously The Number of Love could fit this one, and there's also another series I've been working on called, the first one was called Moss Forest Orchid. This book is about pirates and adventure and fantasy, and if you guys have heard me talk about this one before, it's like in the world they have like dragon purses or like the purse dragons, like the dragons are small, they like ride in the purse. So not purses made out of dragons, that would be sad, but like no, the little dragons like ride around with them. So this world is just a lot of fun, and the first book was really good and it kind of left me hanging, but I kind of just got distracted by other books, so I haven't picked back up again. So that's another one that could fulfill this prompt. There's a fairy tale series I'm in the middle of called the Fairy Tale Royals series, and the next one is called Sky of Wind, and it's an East of the Sun, West of the Moon fairy tale, and I've really enjoyed every single book in this series, so I'm sure this one will be good as well. And this fairy tale is super intriguing to me. I mean, you could just go a lot of different ways with it, so I'll be interested to see what kind of spin this author takes on the tale. So that's another possibility. Care of Magical Creatures, dragon on the cover or in the title, and I have some more books that are upstairs right now that I just didn't get, but they're called the Dragon Keeper Chronicles, and that fulfills both of the prompts there. It just seems really intriguing to me, so we'll see if I can get to that one as well. Divination, a book you predict will be 5 stars, and I have Every Hour Until Then that I'm going to be getting at the end of this month, so I can finally get caught up on the Timeless series. And also I think Rapunzel's Gambit will be 5 stars. Let's see, there's a book called Lost in Time that came highly recommended by, I think, Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails. And I think this one's gonna be 5 stars as well. It's about time travel. She said it was like a real page turner, so this one just seems like a lot of fun. Muggle Studies, a nonfiction. I'm gonna do a book about writing, like how to write better. There's a book called Secrets of Character that I wanna dive into. So I really wanna use that prompt to just like help me expand my craft and get better at writing. And a lot of times what happens during the month is someone will be like, hey, let's do a nonfiction read along of blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh yeah, let me do that too. So I don't know what that book is yet, but there will probably be another nonfiction book that somebody suggests that comes along that I'll want to read too. Flying Lessons, a book that includes some form of air travel. This one I have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I'm thinking that a lot of these are gonna have anything World War II. They have airplanes like on the cover on most of them. I feel like that really captures some form of air travel. Where's that other one I was looking for? Oh, I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Codename Verity. That could also fulfill that. So yeah, I love these prompts because they're just so broad and they're gonna help me with my mood reading. Alchemy, a gold book. There's a book by Celeste Baxendale that I soft DNF'd because I love this author, but this book was like really sad in the beginning and something happened to one of the characters and I was like, I just can't do this right now. And so I put it down. I was like, I'll pick it up at a different time. And I just never did. And it's actually a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, so I feel like that really fits the whole like gold theme, like the cover's gold and there's like gold in the story. So I feel like that would be a perfect book for this prompt. This one, I don't know if this counts as gold. It's kind of a golden yellow. It's called Dear Mrs. Bird. It's another World War II book and I've heard really good things about this one as well. I heard it's really funny, so we'll check that one out maybe. Time Turner, a book about time travel. So I've already mentioned Every Hour Until Then. Also there's a book called Christmas Eve, which is about a girl that goes back in time around Christmas. That's all I know about it. I've heard it's really, really good. I remember when I heard about it that it sounded very, very interesting. So I immediately like wrote it down on my TBR. And then I've also got the Lost in Time book. I don't know where it went. So I've got so many books here. They're like disappearing on me. Lost in Time is lost temporarily. So wow, 15 prompts. I probably will not get to that many books, but I feel like I have such a wide variety of books to choose from, and I'm sure I will run into more books that catch my eye before the readathon starts and before the end of September. If you saw anything that you grabbed before, please let me know in the comments. That's all for now, and I will see you guys in the next video.